Richard Smallwood was a man whose life itself felt like a prayer. Born on November 11, 1948, in the state of Maryland in the United States, he showed signs of extraordinary musical talent at a very early age. By the time he was just 5 years old, he had already begun playing the piano, surrounded by the sound of hymns and worship inside the church. No one could have imagined then that this quiet, gifted child would one day shape the sound of modern gospel music and touch millions of lives around the world. From childhood, Richard Smallwood was known for his humility, calm nature, and deep spiritual faith. He never chased fame or applause. Instead, he believed music was a sacred calling, a way to communicate with God and bring comfort to people in their weakest moments. His songs were not written for popularity, but for purpose. Every note he played carried sincerity, and every lyric reflected unwavering belief. As he grew older, his talent expanded beyond performance. He became a singer, composer, pianist, choir director, and musical visionary. He founded the Richard Smallwood Singers, a gospel group that would become one of the most influential ensembles in church music history. Through this group, he redefined gospel choir arrangements, blending classical training with powerful spiritual emotion. One song in particular would define his legacy. Total Praise became more than music, it became a global anthem of faith. Sung in churches, funerals, memorials, and worship services around the world, the song gave people strength in moments of grief and hope in times of despair. Other beloved works such as The Center of My Joy, What Is Done For Me, and I Love the Lord further cemented his place as a gospel legend. I Love the Lord reached even wider audiences when Whitney Houston performed it in the film The Preacher's Wife, introducing Smallwood's spiritual depth to mainstream listeners. Despite his immense influence, Richard Smallwood remained deeply modest. He saw himself not as a celebrity, but as a servant. His greatest joy came from knowing his music helped someone pray, heal, or believe again. Over the years, he received numerous honors for his contributions to gospel music, but what mattered most to him was the impact his work had on the human soul. In the later years of his life, Richard Smallwood faced serious health challenges. He suffered from kidney failure and spent his final days receiving care in a nursing facility in Sandy Spring, Maryland. On December 30, 2025, he passed away peacefully at the age of 77. His death marked a profound loss for the gospel music community, and for all those whose lives were touched by his songs. Though Richard Smallwood is no longer with us, his music continues to live on. Every time Total Praise is sung, his spirit is felt once more. His melodies remain a source of comfort, worship, and inspiration. Through faith and music, Richard Smallwood proved that a life devoted to purpose can echo far beyond a lifetime. Rest in peace, Richard Smallwood. Your music still speaks, and your legacy will never fade. Carmen Davalad was born on March 12, 1931, in Newark, New Jersey, into a family that cherished the arts. From a very young age, she showed an extraordinary talent for movement and rhythm, dancing around her living room with a grace that left everyone in awe. Her parents, recognizing her potential, enrolled her in local dance classes, where she quickly stood out not only for her natural talent, but also for her determination. By her teenage years, Carmen was already performing in regional ballet and contemporary shows, impressing audiences with both technical skill and emotional depth. As a young woman, Carmen pursued her passion relentlessly, moving to New York City to train with some of the most prestigious dance instructors of the time. She joined the Elvin Dance Company and soon became a celebrated figure on Broadway, performing at the Metropolitan Opera and other renowned stages. Her performances were marked by a combination of technical precision and storytelling, bringing characters and emotions to life through every movement. Colleagues often remarked on her tireless work ethic, her warmth backstage, and her ability to inspire younger dancers to push beyond their limits. Throughout her career, Carmen's contributions to the world of dance were significant. She not only performed in countless productions, but also taught and mentored aspiring dancers, emphasizing the importance of discipline, creativity, and resilience. Even into her 80s, an age when most dancers have long retired, Carmen continued to perform and choreograph, demonstrating an unwavering love for her craft. Her artistry left an indelible mark on everyone who witnessed it, and her influence is still felt in dance schools across the country. Carmen Davalade passed away on December 29, 2025, at a hospital in Englewood, New Jersey, at the age of 94, after a brief illness. Her death was mourned by countless fans, students, and fellow performers who admired her talent, dedication, and kindness. She is remembered not only for the breathtaking performances she delivered, but also for the encouragement and mentorship she offered to generations of dancers. Carmen's life was a testament to the power of passion, perseverance, and artistry, a legacy that will continue to inspire long after her final bow. Jacqueline Darb was born on September 7, 1929, in Geneva, Switzerland, into a family that valued sophistication and artistry. From a young age, she exhibited a keen sense of style and an eye for detail, often sketching her own clothing designs and experimenting with fabrics. Her parents encouraged her creativity, sending her to some of Europe's most prestigious fashion schools, where she honed her craft and developed a signature approach that would define her career. By the 1950s, Jacqueline had entered the world of professional fashion design, quickly earning a reputation for elegance, innovation, and impeccable taste. She designed clothes that captured both the classic and contemporary, blending timeless silhouettes with modern flair. Her creations soon caught the attention of celebrities and socialites, including Joan Collins, Rockwell Welsh, and other prominent figures of the era. Each garment she crafted reflected not only her mastery of technique, but also her understanding of how clothing could empower the wearer. Throughout her long career, Jacqueline remained committed to excellence. She inspired younger designers, collaborated with international fashion houses, and participated in exhibitions that showcased the evolution of style across decades. Her philosophy was simple yet profound: fashion should celebrate individuality, confidence, and beauty. Beyond her work, she was known as a gracious mentor, a keen observer of culture, and a woman who carried herself with dignity and poise in every setting. Jacqueline Darb passed away on December 30, 2025, at a hospital in Switzerland at the age of 96. She is remembered not only as a fashion icon, whose designs graced red carpets and magazine covers, but also as a trailblazer, who helped shape modern elegance. Her legacy lives on in the garments she created, the designers she inspired, and the countless people who admired her taste, creativity, and enduring vision.